I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
On today's episode of 1 Minute Reactions, directed Black Clover, episode 104, Lightning of Rage versus Friends. This episode is just one I've been highly anticipating, yet I'm still apprehensive about. It's a battle that needs to happen, yet I don't want to see, because we're literally talking about the best of friends having to go toe to toe. In terms of conflict, this episode is just next level, and honestly, watching these two Black Bulls duke it out, I was hit with both waves of excitement and anxiety. But I gotta say, if this is what needs to happen to get our Zappy boy back, then so be it. So last we left off, Asta and Yuno protected Hodge Village, and we got to see what Lick's sword can really do. And it seems it's going to be a key factor in dispelling the reincarnation spell and getting everyone back to normal. Asta and Yuno, and their newly retransformed into a Magic Knight digit, take off and head towards the capital. Upon entering the surrounding areas, they notice two giant sources of mana. They decide to split up, saying they'll meet back at the royal capital. And literally, as fate would have it, Asta is heading in the right direction. At the same time, Magna and Vanessa, who are out training, notices the mana as well and decides to investigate. Upon entering a town that's being attacked, they're shocked to see the culprit. Yes, the cherry berserker himself, Luck, newly reincarnated as an elf, seems bent on inflicting as much pain on humanity as possible, but luckily his comrades are there to stop him. Now, I am shockingly surprised that Magna and Vanessa are so quick on the upswing. Not only are they able to discern that this is some type of forbidden magic, but Magna was able to discern that it was actually the Eye of the Midnight Sun, and the Royal Knights must have failed. But they're still dismayed by the revelation that the Magna Knights were wiped out. So it's up to these two senior members of the Black Bulls to bring their friend back to his senses. Honestly, this episode was amazing. We got an amazing battle between Luck and Magna, and we also got to see Vanessa and Rogue's power in action. Part 1 of this battle definitely stirs up emotions. We know that Magna and Luck are close, very close, definitely BFFs, but seeing them duke it out is a little hard, but neither one is pulling punches. And who here was honestly surprised to see Magma go full kamikaze and decides to blow himself up, finally getting some semblance of a hit on Luck, who at this point was unbelievably fast, and because he can so accurately sense the mana, he is basically untouchable at this point. And even though Magna is able to put a binding spell on him, Luck is just too powerful. It seems he has a trump card under his belt, whether this is the first time he's ever done it, something due to the elf, or maybe it was just innately woke up because of this battle. Luck transforms to this next level armor, and he just looks so amazingly badass. But I keep forgetting that this is an enemy, so technically this isn't Luck right now, it's the elf, and but now he's even faster, stronger. Honestly, it seems all hope is lost. Everyone is running out of mana. At this point, Luck would have killed Magna several times over if it wasn't for Rogue, but even it has its limits. At this point, everyone is battered and bruised. Vanessa is running out of mana. Rogue is barely holding together, and literally, Luck has Magna by the neck. But we see our friend is not gone. No, as he's choking the life out of his comrade, the elf unknowingly sheds a tear. Luck is awake in there. His emotions can't be fully suppressed, and you can see that in this scene. Otherwise, Magna and Vanessa would have been taken out long ago. But like I said earlier, fate is on the side of the Black Bulls. Rogue, using the last of its magic, decided to lend a helping hand. This thread of fate is not connected to Luck, Magna. No, it is connected to Asta, pulling him to the battlefield and saving the day. And the theme of this second round is teamwork. Yes, using brilliant timing and just almost perfect unison, they are able to finally take down Luck, but this elf is not giving up without a fight. And the episode ends with all three of them dogpiling him, and Asta trying his best to, use that new sword and dispel the reincarnation. Talking about leaving off in a freaking cliffhanger. I gotta say, this episode was absolutely amazing. I loved every second of it. While it might not be a spectacle in terms of animation, it is one of those that is top tier in terms of conflict. It's a battle that needed to happen, but I didn't want to happen. Besides Asta and Yuno's relationship, I think the two closest would be Magna and Luck. They've persevered through a lot, getting past their tumultuous relationship at the very beginning, having that very weird relationship, and then just seeing them evolve, especially taking on Veto. I think that's one of the highlights of the relationship. Then taking on the dungeon for Asta. It's hard to see comrades fight, but it's something that needs to happen. We need to get our Cherry Berserker back, and I'm glad Magna is there to help. And I gotta say, one of my favorite parts in this episode is finally someone calling out the relationship as familial, and Vanessa stating he's like a little brother. It hit home. It hit hard because of all the Magic Knights. This is the closest knit group that I've seen. All these mismatched outcasts were brought together under the cloak of you'll finally have a place to be yourself and be with others like you and have a family. And I'd definitely be remiss in my duty if I didn't bring up some of the animation in this was just hilariously awesome. I know there's a lot of comparison between JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and seeing our Luck do his Muda Muda. Yep, it was just, all in all, it was just an amazing episode. I absolutely loved it. And honestly, taking my time and not being rushed to put out a video has definitely let this simmer, and I was able to really understand more aspects of it. Anyways, like I said, this episode was absolutely amazing. This arc has been truly one of the best arcs I've ever seen in anime. So with that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.